Hey everybody! Welcome back to Farewell Plays Monster Train. I kind of want to play as the Awoken. And we need an Awoken Melting Remnant win, which is kind of ridiculous to me, but... You know what? If this is how I'm feeling, this is how I'm feeling. I think, like, for us to progress... And I know Glimmer right away is great. Molten Encasement is acceptable. Ensnare is actually really nice, too. And you're going to devour my spell, so, you know, have to keep that in mind. But at the very least, let's try to get to Sarah first. Extinguish abilities trigger an additional time is actually... incredible. Actually, yeah, and we do have a benefit for it right away. So yeah, give me the wax snuffer, baby. I like to see it. I like to see it. If you could give me a regeneration plant mommy, I'd also appreciate that. It is regeneration plant mommy, but also the spikes could be good too. I think our deck is more lean towards regeneration as it currently stands, so we could build off of it early. Oh my god, the game froze for a second. I thought everything died. Anyway, so this is my strategy at progressing at Monster Train. First of all, misplays. Can't really do anything about that except paying more attention. And really, as we all know, if you've made it to episode like 57,000 of whatever series this is, you know, you probably know by now, misplays are going to happen. Oh, dude, you're huge gains for us. But also, nothing is dying here, so I'm a little concerned about that. I mean, really, there's no reason not to do this. No reason not to do that. We're going to get a lot of stealth. Oh, dude, what's with the game? It's being a little bit on the laggy side. I don't know if there is an update or something that I've missed, perhaps, but seems that we are having slight issues. You're going to be dazed, which is fine. I'm not too worried about taking damage against the pyre this early in the run. I really do think like our best bet is to just kind of get ready for it. The armor is going to suck, and we're going to take like a little bit of damage, but you might as well throw you up here just so you last. I don't know, you're going to burn out, but you might help us on the next round in case the boss makes it through, which looks like it's going to. Yeah, it looks like it's going to. Oh my god, dude, the lag. It's not even on my end like it was usually like before, but this is like completely new. So we could root an enemy, which I don't think is going to do anything, unfortunately. I think it is somewhat better to have a Dreg here, which does nothing because do you sleep? Why are you dying immediately? I don't understand it, but that's fine too. I don't know, man. It might do something, and you might as well throw these dudes up here. And now, yeah, this floor is actually really going to not make any difference at all, and we're still going to get hit twice against the pyre. This is still fine. I'm still okay with this. You know, it's a hole that we got to dig ourselves out of, and now we just have to figure out how to get out of there sooner rather than later. And unfortunately, I really don't think that there's much of a way out of this one. One of those situations where the, unfortunately, the first trial completely destroyed everything that we had in our deck, and this is just going to hurt like quite a bit. All right. Well, hands down the worst thing I've ever done in my life. Not a huge fan of that. I think we need the Wildwood Sap. I'm not going to quit out just yet. Hell Drippings. I think the Dripfall is like a nice safety card. My phone is ringing, and I do not know this number, so guess what? I'm not going to care about you. Also, Daddy's at work. Paraffin Enforcer is good. We know that Paraffin Enforcer is good. It works really well with most of our units. And by most of our units, I mean our dregs. However, Shattered Shell with the Sweep plus Slay... Oh my god. Shattered Shell with the Sweep plus Slay is pretty solid. It's spicy, but it's not spicy. It's not too spicy. So I really want a Remnant unit pickup. I really do. Fortunately, I also want to upgrade our spells. So we can continue to upgrade our spells after this and also get an Awoken Banner, but I think it might be better, like, if we're going to do this and do this right, with the Awoken, you got to go hard on the spells, and Double Stack is going to be really good for us, so we could get 10 regen right off the bat with that. I do think it is important. Make your Glimmers pogged, and let's start early at lowering the cost of the regen, just in case we do have we come across Ember Drain or anything like that, or enemies that I genuinely hate, which is most of them. Spikes is going to hurt us too much. I would like the money, though. But since we have 20 HP, how about we don't do anything that's probably going to get us killed on this run, because I really don't... I just want to do one episode where I don't have to, like, have 2 runs back-to-back. If you're going to let me die, at least let me die, like, later on. You go up there to catch anything that makes it through. And nothing should make it through, now that I think about it. Yeah, nothing should make it through. So let's just protect this floor. Let's get you, which is great. Apply one. I don't know why the game is sputtering right now. I'm trying to think if I like change anything on my settings, and I'm pretty sure the answer is no, I didn't. But if I did, oopsie daisy. I don't want to put out more dregs. Probably should have now that we think about it. But everyone's dying, so like again, it doesn't really matter. Okay, and just like that, we're so much better off than we were before. We got a little bit of money to spend. Actually, a lot more than I thought we did. I think the sharpen is worth it. Restoration detonation is good if we get the Spike Daddy. But until we get a Spike Daddy, it's not going to do too much for us. Unless, well, I mean, we could play it on our champion if it's hurt, but eh. Yeah. A draft could be good. We don't have any ways of bringing it back. Even though a draft is a good unit, I'm going to be greedy here, and I'm going to say I don't want anything. The reform could be good too, but again, we don't have any way to like facilitate more burnout. Oh, wait, that might not be true, do we? No, we don't. Okay, good. I'm smart. I'm making the right decisions on this one. Okay, give me a big tank daddy, please. Oh, you gave me the big tank daddy, dude. Okay. Not the one that I wanted, but the one that we have nonetheless, and I'm totally okay with that. Remove, consume, and cost 1. It's not the worst thing for us. A 2-cost Wildwood Sap for regen 10 is like pretty solid. It does mean that we're set with what we have here, but I really do think just making everything cost less, I think it is the right call here. If we could get more draw, which is something I almost never ask for, please be Dante. Oh, dude, throw something in. Okay, hold on. This one, it's spicy. It's spicy. I mean, I hate doing this because I know this is a bad idea, but just give me like a trillion glimmers. I feel like we've done something similar to this in the past, but really, if the only thing that would make that better if we had holdover glimmer, or if we could reduce the cost of it, but I think we still have an ability to add on one more modifier to the glimmers anyway, so I mean, we could actually like build our glimmer deck a little bit more, which is great too. And the fact that you have given me a floor that does not have a single glimmer unit, or a glimmer spell, is probably the most disgusting thing I've ever seen on my life, and I have no respect for it. Straight up, I hate it. I hate it so much. But we shouldn't have too much of a problem. Like, I have to imagine, really? Still? You're still going to be doing this, huh? Alright, that's fair too. Get him build up. The only thing we need to worry about is the third floor, and honestly, or that happening too. That happening could be a huge issue. Where are my glimmers, my dude? That's massive. Everything else doesn't really matter. Have another unit back there to help with the detritus. Okay, glimmers, please. I have 7 of them. I have to imagine that at some point in time, they will in fact be added to my deck. So, like, if you could maybe hurry along with that, I'd really appreciate it. You go up here just to catch any detritus. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, okay. So we need to keep an eye on the restore that's on you, but we also want to make sure that you get healed up a little bit too. For no other reason than I want you to get pogged. And I want you to get, like, really pogged. I don't want you to get, like, normal pogged. I want you to get, like, super pogged. We could also, like, try to lean into the Melton Remnant and, ideally... Yeah, that seems pretty solid. And look at that. We still have stuff to do here, and then we could ensnare you, which does nothing, but we could throw you back there, which, again, really doesn't do anything. Okay, I was expecting to do, like, a little bit more damage than what we have here. But I guess the thing with the Glimmer is that we're not really stacking a lot of restoration. Which I guess is a bad thing. So maybe the Glimmer would be better off on the floor with our big tank, and then have them together. Or ideally, why don't you just put them on the same floor, you fool? That might also help too. Okay, well, I mean, when you put it that way, it makes a lot more sense. Okay, it's the cycle of life, and it moves us all. Enhancing with +10 attack and spikes. It's a little bit, it's too expensive for me. Awoken Rail Spike, it could be interesting, I think. And Animus' speed is good, but we need to upgrade it. We do have a Merchant of Steel coming up, which might be the right bet, because I am very low on HP. I don't know if you've realized this, but I'm a little concerned about my chances of survival. Unstable Vortex, Merchant of Steel, Pyre remains. I mean, Awoken Banner could be good too. When's the next Merchant of Magic? It's before Fell? With the Concealed Caverns? It's not bad. Give me the Animus. I'm okay with the Animus. And really, I kind of want more draw. It's a weird choice. Capacity is okay. But really, we got to get to our Glimmer cards sooner rather than later. And now we could start, like, fine-tuning this deck. Train stewards, I don't really care about in our current situation. I'd rather have the dregs if we're being 100% honest with each other. And I was going to say, just give me like a large stone for the free position, but that's fine too. Okay. Let's get you pogged up. We could get you started on being pogged up, but really I think like an 8 sweeper handles a lot more than anything else, so we might as well give it to him. I'm actually like, I feel the direction that this deck is going, and I feel comfortable in exploring this new facet of my life. Hold on, let me move my Nintendo Switch out of the way so I can put my drink on my Pokemon Go Team Valor themed coffee coaster. You have multi-strike? You're gonna hit for a lot. Can we heal that? I mean, we can heal that with all the glimmer, but the haste is what scares me. I'm gonna do it. Now, I know we've lost a lot of runs because I decided to do a challenge that I really wasn't ready for, and then because of that, I've just squandered everything. And again, no glimmer, so happy for that. This is still fine. I mean, really, we're okay with these two sharing a floor. You're rooted, huh? This is gonna suck. What if I just root you? Does that mean that you're only gonna get through? Because that's acceptable. And then we could, like, build up a pseudo-defense up here. How does that work? Oh, you did stay down. Okay, thank God. And now it's like, I'm totally okay with this. So we start with that, which takes care of a lot of stuff here. We start with that again, which takes care of a lot of stuff here. We start the rejuvenation process here, which is going to help us a lot. Once again, say it with me. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. You making it through, I think like having a relatively decent sweeper, and honestly, just get out of my deck. Until we find like a good use for you, I don't want you in the deck. We're gonna get hit twice. Oh no. What a world that we live in. Who would have guessed that it could ever have come to this? You're fine, you're dying. Let's give you some defense. I want you to have some defense. Yeah, totally good. You're up to 18 with 79 HP. It's really not that much. I mean, when you think about it, which is unfortunate. And also, this is not good, but I get it. You're just gonna, like, go straight up, huh? It's okay, give me some glimmers and everything's completely understandable. We should probably be playing our cards a little bit smarter if we're being real with each other here, but I think that's enough regen to make up for the fact that I'm gonna get hit like, oh my god, he's gonna hit us, like, so much. Okay, we're not dead, but we did, like, destroy all of our good graces coming up to this point, so a little concerned, a little upset is probably the right way of taking it, but I don't regret taking the extra draw. The extra energy would be nice, and if we can get past Fell, I think that is what I'm taking. Yo, but Jackstrip is such a good relic, though. Restore 25 health, and then draw 2 next turn. I'm looking for Restoration, though. Draw -2 next turn, +1 energy per turn for the rest of the battle. That's not bad. That's not bad. If we can get it early, it's really good. I'll take it. Why not? You know what? Let's experiment, shall we? Nothing here is good. Votavary, like, we can't even really play it. I mean, we can, but I don't want to. Subsumming Blade, it shows up too late in the run every time. I would love to make something work with Subsumming Blade, but it's too late for it to actually do anything, so I can't really do much. I think here we said we do want to go to the Concealed Caverns. The HP is a bonus, I'm not going to lie to you. Oh my god, it's the Large Stone, baby. Okay, we can't play you on... Well, I mean, we can, but then we can't play you on the same floor as our champion. A 43 quick unit could actually do quite a bit of damage. A 60-23 sweep unit can do a lot more damage, though. I think that's the one we want. I think it is. I'd like you to... I don't want you to die immediately. I mean, if we're being real with each other. You having spikes doesn't do much. I mean, we could give you spikes, which will help with the backline enemies, and then we could put you in front of the champion and not feel too bad about it. It's not the best upgrade for you, I will admit, but it's an upgrade for you, and we're pretty much going to commit to it at this point. Okay, remove, good stuff. Look at that, I'm learning to use the shop to remove cards from your deck. Give me another Wildwood Sap. Thank you. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Totally happy with that. So now we have our reusable one for 2 energy, which is a little bit expensive, but now we have one that we don't have to really worry about too much and get more restoration on our champion. Which really, I think, is the thing that's holding us back a little bit at this point. Oh, you're the multi-strike. You son of a bitch. +6 attack, huh? Again, because our deck is mostly... It's spicy. It is spicy. But since our deck is mostly healing based, I'm not too upset. Why can't you ever give me a glimmer to start out with? Okay, well, it's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. I'm not upset about it, but it is a lot of damage. I'll be 100% real with you. I mean, we could drip fall 1 and then daze it, which is honestly a great move. I guess he could have made a case for the molten encasement. But really, our healing is going to be what's going to set us away from the pact. Yeah, this is a smart play. And honestly, just get rid of that. We're not going to be able to stack up a lot of healing on you, which does scare me, but we could work with this. I'm okay with that. You get up there just in case. I don't know in case of what, but just in case, really. It's good to plan ahead here. Okay, so now we don't have many things to draw, but that's totally fine. You're dying, which is great. You're not dying, but we're gonna probably heavily change that in the near future. Yep, there we go. Okay, good stuff. I feel like I'm on top of it right now. Okay, how are we doing this? I need more restoration on you. You only have 4. That's not enough for what's coming up. Straight up, clear out this floor, and you're dying, so let's start playing you up here. You're good to go, dude. You're good to go. We have a feeling that you're gonna make it past our healing floor, which does scare me, but that's massive. I mean, that doesn't really do anything, but that's fine. It's 13 stacks. It's not nearly enough. We're not really making much of a difference, also. Oh no, what have I done? You're dying, which is great. Why are you taking nothing? I know you have, like, a lot of multi-strike, and that's probably going to cause, like, many issues. Also, we need more units, I've realized. I very quickly realized that we do need more units. Wow, that did nothing. Don't make me a liar after just saying that I feel like I'm really, like, on top of it right now. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. 277. Oh my sweet God. We're dead. I think we're, like, absolutely dead. We just don't have enough restoration. 200. I mean, like, really. There's not much I could do, unfortunately. Alright, well, that sucks. Game, why? Why? Like, we didn't even die because of the challenge. We just died. Alright, let's do it again. Alright, what did I say? One day, I would like to put out a video that's not 2 runs back-to-back with me making... I don't even think I made a mistake. I just think, like, our deck wasn't good enough. Pyre Shards is nice. If we get, like, a spike one and you're going to devour. Okay. Focus up, focus up. Oh, my God, dude. The first Hell Pact is acceptable. It doesn't really help us, unfortunately. Like, these relics are kind of a low pog. I'll take the hammered chest plates. A little bit of extra HP might make the difference. I mean, it could have made a difference on the last fight, but I'm not going to be salty about it. Do you want Revenge Draw 1? I'll be honest, I hate doing the same thing twice. But I just don't see why you would never not want to take Restoration on the Plant Mom. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It just seems like it's the best option. You're going to start on every floor, huh? Remember, you're going to be dazed. Do I have a Merchant of Magic coming up? I do, with Forgotten Boons, but we're not going to get a unit, so we might actually want to go for the unit. Honestly, I'm turning it off. I'm gonna be a straight coward from this point on. I don't care what anyone has to say about it. Thank you for allowing me to actually deal damage to the bosses here and the units in which that are accompanying them. You get to go up there, honestly, just in case like one of the boys shows up. Look at that. I knew it. What did I say? What did I say? Apply the spikes. Restore. Take the damage, baby. Have a dreg back there too. A lot of you are making it through. Now only the healer's making it through. Let me tell you how much I care about the healer. It'll be a very short comment. I don't care about the healer. He's dead anyway. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, it's kind of like a weird one. Oh, my God, dude. It's, like, not enough. It's still not enough. This is not going to be enough, but at some point it will. I kind of want you up here just in case. Like, straight up. You're going to burn out. Which is spicy, but I really don't see how this boss is going to make it up to the 3rd floor unless we, like, really screw something up. Yeah, okay, good. I was really concerned that we might have screwed something up, but we're totally okay with it. Like, I'm trying to think, like, how we lost on the last one. It just wasn't enough healing. The Glimmer doesn't give restoration. Because of that, you now have issues. Vine Grasp is great. But Steel Enhancer might be a little bit better. Restore 10 health and apply Burnout to a friendly unit. I mean, we don't want more Molten Encasements. We don't want more. Molded is also, like, it's acceptable. I really don't want any of this. I'm going to be super picky. I really, if I could get to Seraph, ideally, at all, but then also, if I could get to Seraph with, like, 20 cards in the deck, bring it on. Animus of Will, I think if you get it early, you try to give it that. Yeah, okay. So that's already a huge benefit to us. And straight up, it having 71 HP is probably more than enough to carry us for quite a while. Spikes, I don't care about. So at this point in my life, I'm like, let's just get rid of... I mean, you guys are tankier. I actually have more respect for the Train Stewards than I do for the Dreg in our current situation, just because they are a little bit tankier. But I don't think we care about tanks. So at this point, yeah, sure, give me the spikes, dude. I really don't care. Okay, give me the barley coffee. What should be our main goal now? I mean, we are going to have to deal with... Seraph that saps my spells. So going really hard on Restore might not be the best thing for us. I mean, in fact, I'll tell you, it's not the best thing for us. We really shouldn't do it. Yeah, let's give you an attack, too. Why not? We really shouldn't do it. We should be focusing on building strong units and then taking them out there. We still have, like, a lot of time to actually get that happening. It's just that we're running out of that time. You know, the longer and longer it goes. But honestly, the Largestone Animus of Will is going to carry us probably until Fell, if we're being real with each other. So I'm happy with that. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. I think you got to take the Wildwood Sap. I think you also have to take a draft, which concerns me. Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Magic. I really want the Merchant of Magic, dude. But the Pyre Remains is helpful, but not really. The Awoken Banner could be nice, too. I think you take the draft. And you just get ready for it to be a bad idea. Now I'm like, do you also want to go... oh, there is a Merchant of Magic. Excuse me. I don't know what I was talking about. No, but I don't want to go there, though. That's the issue. I think I want to go here and, like, give me another Large Stone, but also an Awoken Banner. Okay. Thorned Hollow, really good. We could set it up with our champion and not have to worry about it. Oh my god, it's another Large Stone. I can't give you 2 Large Stones, right? I should know that. So, like, we can make you a god. We can make you a god, but really, it's not the best choice for us as it currently stands. I think we make you a god. We just have to be careful where we play you. 25. I'd rather you get, like, if we could give you a multi-stone, that'd be cool. Spikes 4, huh? I don't want to start you out with spikes. Because 58 HP, even though we can progress from there, it's not really that much. I think I'm totally down with removing another Dreg from this deck. And we have the draft basically as, like, emergency damage if we need it. That's how I'm looking at him right now. How much do I care about a random artifact? I care about a random artifact 10 HP worth. Oh, dude! Gain 5 gold when a friendly unit dies. Is it going to make a difference? If it does make a difference, we're probably going to be in a really bad position. So, I don't see why not to take it. Okay. So we are basically building a deck that focuses along very large units, which could be good. I still want to try to get the Restoration Champion going, but I think at some point in time you have to look at it and be like, maybe we should just drop it at this point, like really. So we can't play you and our tank on the same floor yet. We can do it if we take more capacity, which I think is a right call. But I do think that we want to start this, set you up here, and then like just restore you up so the spikes are going. If you happen to die, which is pretty likely, I mean, if we're being honest with each other, but if you happen to die, I really just want you to get as many spikes as humanly possible. Which one are you? Deal 1 damage upon death? That's totally fine. That's fine. As long as you're not the one where, like, things explode twice, we're good. So this is a situation where you definitely want to play that there. Can't really do much about that. You're dying, which is great, so I think we just, like, up you even more. And then we might as well set you up here, because we really are missing, like, another unit. I'm not a huge fan of this dude being by himself, though. That's something that could come back and, like, really give us a hard time. I think you got it, dude. You got to keep your tank happy and healthy. You're still dying, though. Because you do 5 damage each, dude. Come on. You're going to burn out. There's no point in playing you. And you're going to be dazed up there. There's really no point in playing you. But honestly, at this point, just... There you go. That works. Okay, so the champion's dead. That's fine. You're the new champion. Congratulations. And honestly, I think we protect you at all costs. Definitely going to be taking capacity in this one. It's spicy, but you're dead. So, like, who cares? Kill him. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, yeah, the 21 times 3 Animus of Will... is going to pull a lot of weight. I'm really happy that we really didn't take any pyre damage on that one, and I think we're getting back in order. Spreading Spores is unfortunately something I need to grab, always, like, by law. Do we have a Hell Vent coming up? We do. But we miss a unit draft. We do get one. I mean, Lady of the Reformed is a good tank. However, a tank for what? I guess a tank for your draft, huh? We do have a synergy with it, so I will take it. And we definitely need more capacity because I'm 100% going to duplicate something. I don't know what yet, but I have an idea of what it's going to be. We got to duplicate. Even though we're saying no to a unit and like a little bit of deck thinning and an artifact, I really think it's like probably important to duplicate the Animus of Will. Yeah, I think it's important to duplicate the Animus of Will. And we have a lot of money now for the next round. Okay. So it's going better. Rejuvenate, we're up to 40 damage a hit now. It's not it's not that great. Oh, dude. Self-mutilation pile, huh? Spikes? It's spicy. It's spicy to say this, but I think we're okay with the spikes. And I also we need to learn, like, where do we actually want to put our units? Because the draft Lady of the Reformed is going to do the most work down here. I mean, we can still get 2 Animus of Wills on one floor. So I think that's probably what you want to do. And now I'm like, this is amazing? Maybe? You're doing 54 damage on your own. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. But you're not going to be by yourself, which is what a lot of people need to remember. You're never truly alone. So let's start restoring. Let's start restoring. Everything here is dying, which is great. Let's put you up here because you're going to be dazed, and honestly, I got no respect for you anyway. This might not be the best thing for us, but it is a thing for us. You're taking 18, you're taking 12. You're dying, you're making it through. I want more spikes on you. Honestly, this bottom floor, I don't really have a lot of hope for. They're probably going to be dead before we get to the end. But we could stop that from happening a little bit at a time. You're making it through, but I don't care about you. Like, straight up. What are you? What are you to me? You're nothing. You're a healer. But you have spikes, dude. You have spikes. I don't want you to have spikes. Draft. Where's my Lady of the Reformed? Did I just completely miss her? It's fine. Whatever. I don't care. I think, like, let's do that. Let's make you stronger, because you're gonna have to do a little bit more work. And look at that, we still take damage. My God, not as much as I was thinking, really. All right, hello, last ditch effort. I hope you're doing well. It's like it's not that much more, but it is more. All right, we gotta hope that this floor is enough. I mean, the spikes will take care of the guys in the back. Are you dead? You're not dead. That's causing me issues, I'll be honest with you. How about now? Now you're super dead. Okay, a little bit too close to comfort. We definitely need more healing. We need way more healing. Oh, that's gonna help so much. That's like incredible. Okay, good stuff. Add sting spells. Consume and draw, I think, is what you want. Reform a unit and enhance with +10. I mean, Intent on Death is good, but it doesn't work with anything we have right now. Actually, that's not true. It works with the Molten Encasements, which actually might make a difference. I mean, 2 stealth for free, and then an additional 2 stealth when the unit is destroyed is actually, it's pretty solid. Do we have another duplication coming up anytime soon? Not anytime soon. Not at all. Okay, good. That's fine. That's acceptable to me. So I think that means that we do got to start, like, pogging up our spells. Even though it means saying no to that, it hurts, but gain energy when a tomb dies? Sure. Anything that might make the tombs good, I'm okay with. And now I'm like, oh my God, what do you do? Holdover Spreading Spores is probably good. Holdover spreading spores that cost only 1 energy is pretty good. I really don't like anything else here. Another holdover would be nice, but remove consume, huh? It's not bad. I mean, you pay for yourself, technically. You being free is fine. And then we can also, like, make something like a super heal, but we don't really need super heals. I think I'm actually more okay with this finally removing Train Stewards from the deck. But we still have more dregs that are taking up a spot. We have 26 cards in this deck. That's pretty good for me, considering usually when we get this far in the game, I'm at like 37. You're the sweeper, huh? I can't do it. You're going to be an issue. We need to definitely get the healing going now. So how do we do that? Honestly, I think you set up on the last floor. I think you set up on the last floor. It's a wild one for me. I'm not going to lie, but... I mean, really, you're not giving me much of an option here. I think I have to set up on this floor. Let's give you an attack. That makes a difference. And you know what? You get hit. That's fine with me. Might as well soak up some damage at some point. And this is, like, pretty much the dream right now. Okay. So this is a... It's not bad. I'll be real with you. It's not bad. Is it the most ideal setup? No. It's not the most ideal setup, but it is the setup that we have going for us, so, like, I really can't do much about it. And honestly, dude, just get the spikes growing. You're dead. Doesn't really matter. Can we stop you from dying? No. Good enough. Okay. This will be like the interesting test to see if this deck can actually manage on its own. I want you to be stronger. I want you to have more restore. It's too bad that you died at probably the worst time ever, but that's acceptable to me. Honestly, dude, just thin the deck. Thin the deck. Brief Respite came at like a really good time. We don't have enough restoration on this unit, dude. It's not enough. We're not getting enough restore. We're not getting enough spikes. So maybe we do want to separate them, which I think is like probably a worse idea. Let's do that. You're dead. I really need you to live for as long as possible. You're taking 189. That's good. That means that we're actually getting through, which is phenomenal. More restore. More. How do you like it? How do you like it? Oh, you should have. Why didn't you do the thing on that? And then you could have. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's probably fine. You're dead. Awesome. Love to see it. Really happy. We're doing great. Keep it up, sweetheart. Loving it. Okay, so Fell's coming up next. I think that we're progressing at a decent rate here. What are you? Awake is good. Regen 3 is... I think it's worth using all your energy for it. Straight up. 28 damage and Daze 2 is also pretty good. But do I want it? I mean, Daze 2 is too strong. All you have to do is like make sure that... I think we do like our champion up on the 3rd floor, so we could give it as much of a chance as possible. And we do get another Hell Vent, which is spicy. Because really, we can't play 3 of you. But we can double our spreading spores. Is it the right play? Maybe. Maybe not. Finally removing all the dregs from the deck. It only took the entire run. And goodbye, Train Steward. It's been nice. Hope you find your paradise. What do you got for me in here? Playing a Blight card deals 100 damage to the front enemy unit. I really do think that Ember Stasis is the one you want to take if you are going to take one, even though it does bloat our deck quite a bit. But it's bloating our deck in a way that I'm kind of okay with, if that makes sense, because we could choose to remove those as we go. We don't really need another Animus of Will. I think that the thing that you want to duplicate is another Spreading Spores, which means energy consumption is going to be a little bit spicy. But we could split them between our champion and our big spiky boy. So it's not the worst thing for us. These next couple fights are going to be probably annoying. But I do believe... Okay, that's a lot of damage. So you get to go up there. You get to go up there. You're absolutely going to be giving us more cards next turn. And you might as well, like... start damaging that. It's not the best thing, but it works. Okay, we gotta build up this floor before things get up to it. This is gonna help. And that's really it, huh? Yeah. Alright, well, start the restoration, start the spikes. The spikes actually makes a huge difference for the small, weak enemies, but they still have to hit you in order for it to work, so I'm a little concerned about that. All right, we do that. We definitely do that. We definitely do that. Now you're dying, which is great. You're probably not going to make it to the end of the fight here, but that's fine too. I really don't like how this floor is kind of constructed right now, but you got to do what you got to do, man. We could stop you from dying, which is kind of great. And honestly, I want you to become an untouchable god. But you're going to be dead on the next turn. Yeah, that's fine. Let's keep this going at like a reasonable way. You having a little bit more damage per swing is probably going to come into like a pretty good effect right now. Okay, I'm liking this. If we do come into trouble, we can play one of our 3-cost cards and just nuke an enemy, but I'd rather not. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Now you're dead. You're making it through still, which I don't understand how that's possible, but that's fine too. It's okay. It's the first bit of damage we're taking against the pyre in a long while, so I'm not upset about it. And you came like at the freaking perfect time, dude. You're dead. Massive. Honestly, dude, totally fair. We're going to miss a spreading spore, and I think it does show that we do need more energy now. So this is terrifying to me. You're both dying, which is good. You're making it through, which is fine. And we don't care, like, really what happens down there. Restore, restore, get more spikes. Just get ready, dude. I think we want you to live for a little bit more. I think we want you to live for a little bit more. And now I'm like, what do you want to do here? There's really... man, I mean, we could have played the Awake, sure. If you want to get technical about it. But at this point, I'm like, restore you. Restore you. You're still going to take 5, which I understand is annoying, but I don't know, man. You having a little bit of damage of your own could make the difference. Alright, let's see if this is going to work. I have so much faith in myself. You're taking 595. God, man. So, I think you dazed that. Now you're up to 656, which is better, and I can't play anything else. So I think we've lost again. You know what? I don't even care anymore. Hey, if you liked the episode, hit the like button. It does help me out. Of course, you want to see more of my content in the future, hit the subscribe button, join the Fade tribe. My name is Fairville. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Oh my god, dude. I'm so sorry.